a lot of people who have good songs and no video. Not even the song recorded on the video so people can hear it. I was like, oh yeah, y'all don't care about your music.
I guess.
But you do care about us. Always remember, like, follow, subscribe to realest podcast in the world. Me, Reggie, your HBCU homeboys.
Hey, we are here. Happy. We are. I'm gonna say it. We are the founders of Black Culture Awareness Month, BCAM.
Yep.
I'm gonna let y'all know. Shout out to the homie B Cam. That's crazy. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
I see what you did
there. Welcome to the pregame episode 98 of the Splash Cast. Appreciate all y'all tuning in with us. Let's get started, man. So, you know how America has, like...
Anytime you start there, it's typically problematic. You know how America...
Ooh, talk about the times we live in. I was actually going to give us not a bad thing to say. I wasn't going to give us a compliment, but I wasn't going to give us a bad thing to say. You know how we look at it? We used to do it with football until football started getting all them injuries. Now football is really high school and up. But basketball, you know how in basketball they have like, and in football too, they used to have like the number 1 ranked 8th grader. We just talked about a 6'10" 8th grader like last week. Like
baby Gronk makes $100,000. I think they say he makes $100,000 a year.
Who's Baby Gronk?
What? Where have you been living? See, you got to get on the internet. He's like, I think he's maybe like 10 years old. He's a football phenom. He's already been offered by some schools. He makes a ton of money off his NIL.
Well, see, and that's what I'm saying. We follow, and basketball's doing that too. I was more thinking about basketball than football. But basketball.
Wait. Let me clarify this. This 4th grader has already committed to Oregon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nick Saban. That's the classic Nick Saban. Nick Saban was doing that, getting 7th graders to commit to Alabama.
I will say that he is 9 years old. He is a big kid, and he's pretty fast.
Got to do it. But you can't let him get to the SEC. You can't let him get to the SEC recruiting. You got to be there first.
You think there's a way you could? Hey, them commitments mean nothing, and you think his parents don't? Yo,
like money?
Is Chip Kelly walk back through the door, and Scott Frost better be not the quarterback because he didn't play there. You better get a Keely Smith. I'm trying to think, or Marcus Mariota Jr. Other than that, he will be in the SEC for sure. His parents ain't crazy, and by then, there probably won't even be like an NCAA. I assume it to be the SEC and then Division II.
I can't imagine a world that's literally going in a circle, going into a collegiate sports world with no NCAA. Like that's like going back to that's literally going back to the 1920s.
Once Oklahoma and Texas show up, SEC is going to start acting even more different. Just know that. That's little Joker, big Joker. And when they get them two,
I think you'll see. Well, we have a whole lot of. This was actually the intro to a soccer segment, but I think you'll end up having just two conferences and four divisions. So it'll be 2 divisions or 4, however many divisions within 2 conferences.
No divisions. I think they're just going to do 4 conferences.
That doesn't bode well for everybody else. I'm saying everybody else got to figure out how to join together and against the SEC.
You talking about versus SEC. Go back to
the
Covenant. What was the name of that? What did we call them? The Alliance.
The Alliance.
They should have went with the Covenant. That sounds way better to me. But
that definitely resonate with. That's what the SEC gonna go with. The Covenant. You know, we Bible Belt down here.
The Covenant. Wow. You know what? We might have just coined another term. The Covenant versus the Alliance. I actually like that.
But this is all going to in the world. They watch little kids play soccer the way we watch and rank little kids playing basketball and football. Barcelona's 9 and under team are like looking like they just shrunk all of the Barcelona national team and put them in this game. They out here got everybody. Look at that. At 9, I played soccer at 9. That's the thing. I played soccer at 9. And I was good. I was really just faster than everybody else. But I played soccer at 9. We would have got waxed. You see this right here? This is like an academy. Look at that. Pass off the thigh.
That's a
left.
hell of a give and go.
Woo-hoo, at 9.
That is good soccer if you're an American. Ooh. That's good football for the rest of the world. I like this, though, because as a kid, you need to know that there is somebody who is just better than you. Just better.
Yeah, but you don't need to know that everybody's better than you. Everybody on that team, on Barcelona team, is better than the other team.
Let me finish. The other part is all of these guys will not end up being that good. I'll give you a perfect example. Freddie Adu. We were sure Freddie Adu was the next favorite. He was going to be unstoppable. He was going to be just the GOAT. Freddie Adu, who? These kids don't even know who Freddie Adu is. And I'm showing my age by telling you that I know who Freddie Adu is. Some of you people...
blast from the past, Shawty.
A lot of you guys have probably forgotten when you get a chance, Google, then you'll be like, oh, yeah, my mama did like Freddie Adu.
Everybody thought they were going to use like black folks taking over soccer.
Yeah, no, we just not in this.
Not in America. Sure. Not in America.
Yeah, and I mean, we grew up. I played against a guy who in like middle school, elementary school, unstoppable. A god. He one of the few people I've actually seen. They snapped the ball to him. He throw the swing pass and then run right down the middle of the field. Not like anything looping. He runs straight, and they throw it right back to him. And after about the 6th grade, he just never got any taller.
Oh, one of them kids that had a mustache in 6th grade type dudes, beard in 8th grade.
Strong as an ox. He
big
looked
as
like
hell.
We used to joke and say he was on steroids. And he's still brolic to this day, but just never got enough. Never got any bigger. Didn't even get close to the 6 foot mark.
Yeah, we had a bunch of those.
Didn't get closer to 5'10" of those. Like
Montrez was like that. Montrez was strong as shit in 7th grade, and he just
was
5'7" in 7th grade, and I was like, everybody was like, yeah, he gonna be amazing. Got offers to Georgia, bro. That boy was 5'7" in 12th grade, bro. That did not grow. Yeah, he was playing. He was playing like nose tackle. He was strong. He was quick, but he was 5'7" or 5'9".
Yeah.
But these kids right here, I can't tell who's gonna be the one that's not gonna make it though, because this Barcelona team right here, the 9 and under. Now I will say the goalie for the other team ain't that bad because he's getting peppered.
Hey. Now this is the thing you have to understand. He's getting shot every time down there. They shooting on goal, so he's getting a workout.
Yeah.
Not losing by 100. I mean, look at him. They just running past them. Like we're supposed to play defense. We're supposed to tackle, stop ball. It's supposed to be a back and forth. This is a race. And Freddie Adu wasn't. he was a beast until he wasn't. That's cool right now when everybody's the same size. Woo! Eventually, some of these guys will end up like 6'4". They be striding down the field, and you're like, oh.
Or you end up having to go to high school where people went through puberty and you haven't yet. And this freshman is out there, and that senior just absolutely demolished him. Although, kudos to the freshman because he held on to the ball.
Hey, I'm going to pre-pause this. He took that lick right on the chin and stood up like, hey, bro, you tried me and you crushed me, but you're out and I'm not a chump. That's a W all day in my book.
And that ain't no little freshman either.
No,
by the way,
that's not a little freshman.
When he stood up, I was like,
"Is a grown man." He dropped that shoulder like you can tell when people have stopped running and they're bracing for impact. He stops right there. He looking, I'm out. Least I could do is punish him.
Yeah,
like I told y'all in the group chat. Shout out to my boy Russ, one of the guys in the world. It was one of my first 9th grade football practices. Shoulder pads. No pads in the pants, just basketball shorts. I faked right. I came back left. We supposed to, just quick wrap up and move around the drill. Russell crushed me, destroyed me. Then after he destroyed me, stepped on me. And I looked at him like, bro, my mama and your mama are friends, bro. I know where I've been in your house. I know where the snacks are in your house.
I'm very comfortable over there. Friendship. I'm very comfortable over there.
When you know, oh no, that's you go into this pantry right there. That's where the snacks are right there. Like we have a close friendship. I will walk to your house.
What'd your brother do?
What you mean? Laugh. It was 3 or 4 of my friends and his friends, and we would be on scout team offense, and they would crush us. My boy Phil, he ended up playing running back at Morehouse. They'd be out there trying to knock his daylights out. Same thing with Fawid. We just get murdered. That's what I was practicing. That's when I stopped playing quarterback. Me and Tosa both stopped playing quarterback at the same time. He played running back. I played receiver after that.
Nah, I got destroyed in as a freshman. I got pummeled.
I was probably the only wide receiver defensive end combo you've ever seen.
They put me at offensive line for summer practice. I was 5'5".
If they ever made me play offensive line, I'm never playing.
I was 5'6", 165 pounds. Bro.
In 9th grade?
And they put me in offensive line.
Why were we the same size? No, I probably won't. No, I wasn't a 165.
And they put me at O-line, dog, and we had the biggest defensive line in the state. Yeah, that was the defense that had like Ke'Aaron Fox that played Sean Jones, Pac-Man.
As you can tell, me and Reggie went to 2 different high schools.
All of them were on this. All of them were playing defense, and I was on scout team O, getting just thrown away. Shawty, I was getting thrown away. What I do with the chat box? Well, I put it way down here.
I know that feeling. I mean, yeah.
But
now,
shout out to this
only
dude,
place where you get that W. I used to be out there like, oh, y'all just want to knock my face off. Oh, I'll wait for you to not to be looking. I got to get my leg back. Bro.
Oh, yeah. I was good for that. Or if you were, I used to cut block. Coach would be like, you got to cut block. I'd be like, they don't like that. He'd be like, I don't care. I'm like, all right.
Yo,
I used to kill people
cut blocking. He only weighed like probably 150, 160 playing fullback. But that's just the kind of offense that we ran. He was the king of the cut block. He didn't even want to. There's no reason for us to have a collision. This is what I want you to do. You're going to come through here. I'm diving at your knees. That was his go-to. 150 with the cowboy collar on playing fullback.
Sneaky said in 10th grade, he was 5'4", 108.
You make me feel a little bit better about it. I think I was probably about 5'7". Nah, I was taller than that. I was like about 5'9".
I think I was about 5'5", because in 10th grade I went from 5'5" to 5'7", and I was like, yes. And I was like, I guess I'm not gonna be tall. And then I went from 5'7" to 6 feet. But I ain't gained no weight. I went from 5'7", 165 to 6 feet, 180. Coach was like, well, receiver. No more defensive end for you. I was like, all right.
If you play defensive end with the wrong way, defensive end is extremely fun. If you only pass rush, if you're not worried about C gap, defensive end is the most fun.
I never
C gap.
See, I was skinny. I was little. So I was only in on pass rush situations on JV. I was like, shit, I ain't about to stop the run. What you want me to hit the pulling guard? You out your mind. The pulling guard.
As soon as they ran in C gap, Norwood. That's your assignment. I'm never going to be there. That is where the aggressive people are. I'm here pass rush only. I'm trying to beat this slow guy on the end and just sling the quarterback down. Do not C gap and me. I know my name starts with a C. That's a place I will never be. Forget it.
But moving on, man. Moving on. Yo, so Major League Baseball has done so many things, or are trying to do so many things to improve the game, bring it up to the modern culture, make it faster. We talked about the pitch clock. We've talked about being able to steal more bases, all of this stuff. Off the field, it seems like Major League Baseball is the Cubs are the first franchise, I want to say, in American major sports to be sponsored by a CBD, to have a CBD sponsor and will sell CBD in the stadium. That's big. Pause, Minister.
You know what sports that will never happen in?
Basketball. Football.
The other sports.
The black-led sports. Just go ahead and say it. Let's just say it. The black-led sports.
If it's understood, it need not be said. But for me,
no, because then people try to act like you didn't say it. Oh, I didn't know what you meant. Nah, the black-led sports there will be a biased decision to not allow this type of opportunity. In my opinion,
if I needed to tell you, then this podcast might not be for you. This podcast is for people who understand it. I think.
Well, I'm here. Either way. Way. Just want to let y'all know. But go ahead.
But yeah, I find this very interesting. I almost made an off-color joke about this.
It's funny because this white man is up there. As you said, off-color joke. That's hilarious. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll tell you once we go because we're going. You know, this is the pregame.
Yes, they did, Sneaky. Yes, they did this stupid crap. Had you go, we're gonna learn how to block and make you do Oklahoma with the starting linebacker. I am a wide receiver. You better have me chase down a safety.
Costa, boy, he really saved me in sophomore year. We used to have like an old school. Our coach was like a linebackers coach and a running backs coach. Bro, you want way too much collision. Coach Costa was like, "Oh no, we're going 4 wide." I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is more me." 7-on-7. That's when 7-on-7 started. Now, before my sophomore year in college, no one played 7-on-7 until you got to college.
Yeah, I mean, high school was all Oklahoma drills and the now illegal bull in the ring. That's all we did all summer. Ran a couple plays, but we were power formation and ran a 4-3 under on defense. It was
I right, I left.
I was like, man, play action pass, deep post.
I left, and on top of that, we ran a 44 offense. Deep thirds. I mean, nobody was passing the ball then. So your cornerback and your safety have deep thirds, linebackers on the outside. You know, they play they spot. And yeah, it was a good defense. I mean, Russell was an outside linebacker. He probably a defensive back in real life. Outside linebacker. Matter of fact, all of our outside linebackers was really defensive backs.
4-3 man cover 2. That was the base defense. And then we ran into like a school that ran like 4 wide, and we were like, "Oh shit."
You're beat. Them backers are beat. The corners are not. The corners are like, "Oh, this is easy for me. There's more space here. There are more. I don't have to be the best because I know they're not going to one of those 2 guys." That's the reason I stopped playing corner. As soon as I figured out this is the worst position to play, the fastest guy on the field is away from me. I have to keep up with him. I cannot touch him. And he gonna keep embarrassing me because he gonna keep losing me. Looking everywhere. Lord help me.
But yeah, man, it was we played when they ran that 4 wide
team offense. That's it.
And we had linebacker. Our coach Big Dallas was a linebacker at Morehouse and a linebacker at played for the Falcons, but he was one of the first fast linebackers. He ran the 4x100 for the Olympic trial relay team. Playing linebacker. So we just ran the ball. Like that was always it. We could throw the ball. Lewis threw the ball pretty well, but he was a running quarterback. He's an athletic dude. So
see, we started out like that, and then we got Coach Costa, and Coach Costa was pass first, pass second, pass third.
They went pass first. They got a new coach in 2000. When did Cam get there? 2007, and Westlake went from pretty good to national team. They went 4 wide, 5 wide. They were killing it.
Now that, as much as I joke on Cam Newton, I am not interested in seeing any of Cam Newton in high school. He been that size for sure. No thanks. Yeah. That size and that speed.
Cam in high school, he didn't have the talent to keep up. They were going like 7-4, but they were also playing against like Buford. Like they started making them play up, and I was like, yeah, well, you ain't go. Cam is an All-American, but that goes gonna beat. I mean, 8 All-Americans on Buford gonna beat 3 All-Americans on Westlake. Seven out of 10 times.
We used to play Statesboro. Statesboro, like, we're running right. And you're like, bro, I don't want to get over there. When they get there, we still got to tackle it. No, thank you.
Touchdown. That's all you heard.
And that's the reason. And they wanted them schools to shoot the cannon afterwards.
We scrimmaged Statesboro, and they didn't even bring no wide receivers for real. I was like, it's just linemen and linebackers and running backs. Like, we would try, because, you know, when you do jamboree and stuff, you had 7-on-7 on the half, and then you have the linemen and the linebackers, and they do in the box drills. Man, our 7-on-7, we was running against their line. I was like, what are y'all doing? Coach was like, all right, well, we just going to go to defensive individual with them. Go down there with the defensive ends. I was like, no, I'm not going. I'm going to kickoff. That's what I'm about to do.
I swear to you, I will never not believe that Statesboro doesn't have some Georgia Southern players on that team. I've seen them with my own eyes. They were way too good, way too fast, way too strong to be in high school. Nope, I don't believe
that's when they was winning state every year. But, yes. All right, we back. Shout out to Wrigley Field for actually doing this. Again, I hope to see it in the other black-led sports, but you know, it has to be accepted by the majority before it can go to the minority. That's how this all works, especially when it deals with legalization of drugs or weed. I'm sorry, because it's not really a drug once it's legalized, right?
No, alcohol is a depressant. It's still considered a drug.
I guess.
Just dressed up well.
Very well. Back to
this gentleman here.
Back to Cameron Young, man. We keeping it on baseball here, dog. So Cameron Young is sponsored by Major League Baseball. He grew up playing golf at the same club as MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred and agreed to the endorsement deal when he turned pro. Talk about using your connections. The deal includes free tickets to any MLB ballpark. I didn't know if you were happy about this, sad, what? I don't know how
I don't have. I'm trying not. I don't want to position myself on happy or sad. But this is surely something. He got this deal as soon as he turned pro, like immediate.
Yeah.
This was
discussed. This was discussed.
Yes.
And put in place long before.
Some Major League Baseball. Imagine that. I'm an amateur. On day one of me having this job, before I've won or done anything, I have a sponsorship from Major League Baseball.
And Titleist and Mutual of Omaha.
No, I'm not concerned about any of those because none of those are sports leagues. There is one that is a sports league. The best baseball in the world.
What precedent does this set? I don't know of anything else that any other major league happens. It's a very
clear precedent of privilege. That's the one that it sets.
Do you think the other leagues will follow suit? Do you think you could see NFL sponsored whatever golfers, NFL sponsored soccer players?
I don't even understand how, and this is not hate, but I want it to make sense. How was he even like Major League Baseball? Did you not see LeBron James and think, hey, let's. There are so many people who could have been seen. Oh, Victor Wembanyama. you think that you get like, to me, it's just unbelievable that. I mean, and I wish this guy the absolute best in his golf career.
Because we don't know him.
But you
can't get mad at him for who he knows. But it is. You're right. I didn't think about it in that way.
Yeah, like this is, but this is also the reason that coaches get hired the way that they do. Who do I know?
Yeah,
I don't know any 100%. Of those guys.
100%. That's how major sports franchises and corporations work. especially.
And at least do a better job with your public relations. At least throw us a bone or something good that you did, so at least it just doesn't look like you're just. And shout out to baseball being able to do all the stuff that it wants to do. We can endorse, you know.
I mean, baseball looks like it's moving towards being like golf and soccer. I mean, that's what golf and soccer would do. That happens in golf and soccer. Like endorsements.
Golf is not old golf. Golf has changed. And we'll talk about that another week.
Yeah, it has. Hey man, the Angels' new home run hat is a samurai warrior helmet. Shohei Ohtani picked it out.
This is trash. I'm gonna tell you why it's trash. It's not the samurai hat. The samurai hat is fire. Mike Trout is fire. Shohei Ohtani is fire. Everything else about the Angels do not deserve this. They do not even deserve. They should have you know how they always talk about Brett Favre had a different locker room? The rest of the Angels need a different dugout. You need to go sit behind the dugout in another dugout where you guys actually sit lower into the earth. Mike Trout and Shohei should have a hot tub with a TV and massage chairs because they're the only thing about this organization worth it. This is, and why do I have to also be the best teammate too and find the dopest thing in the world to give to my teammates, even though me and Mike Trout are going to be the only people who actually hit home runs in the first place. So to just be me and Mike Trout, you know, we both want it. I'll just keep it in my house type of thing. I hate the Angels. I hate them. Oh my God.
Obviously, I mean that was a 4-minute rant on why you hate the Angels.
You're wasting 2 generational athletes. You're wasting the dude who can pitch and hit. And I read somewhere he might be trying to pitch with his other hand.
Yeah, he's getting a special glove, a 6-finger glove, so he can switch back and forth.
And this is the same guy who now they have the new thing where you can like press the button on your arm to let the catcher know which he's memorized where each button is, so he don't even have to look at it. This man is a savant. He is Babe Ruth in 4K.
Yeah,
I'm frustrated.
You are.
And bring him to Atlanta with the samurai hat because we already lost Heredia with the swords. Yeah, bring the samurai hat. We'll get him a sword and everything. And bring Heredia back, yo.
Well, I'll say the Angels, if you were going to do this, you went the right way in making sure to let them know, and when I say them, the public know that Shohei picked this out.
Oh.
Because you can't, this can't be your idea. Like, I know, and I know it's support. I know it's support and trying to show love and all that stuff is how it be framed, but there's no way possible. There's no way possible the Braves can pick out a headdress and be like, or whatever. You can't do it.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna go over well in Atlanta. We're trying to hold on to the little team name we got, so you probably have to leave with Samurai, or if you can tell us how there were Samurai Braves, maybe be cool with that. I'm cool with a new story, as long as you don't change our name to something stupid like the Guardians. I am,
But I do like this. It's interesting that the Angels do this right before he's about to go into a new contract with somebody.
Oh, I thought you were about to say go to a new team.
Well, I didn't finish. I said with somebody. I mean, the Angels can offer him, I think, the most money. No, that's not how baseball works. I don't know. The Yankees might go try to get him.
Please. And I don't like to pray very often on the podcast. Whatever you do, you're not sending that man. Yeah,
don't go to the Yankees.
Don't really. Okay, let me tell you. Don't send him to the Yankees because I will just have an emotional breakdown. Don't send him to the Mets because I don't want to see him. Just keep him out of New York. We don't we don't need Showtime in New York.
We have a spot open. Come to the Braves.
1, 2, whatever spot you want, dog. You can pitch sometimes.
Oh, he'd be left field. He'd be left field in the pitcher. That's where he would be.
He who shall not be named is playing terribly so far. They already talking about getting rid of him.
That's why I was talking. That's why I said it. I was like, there you go. Make the trade today.
Hey. And I'm not gonna lie, you can get one of our players too. You can get somebody kind of good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Austin Riley.
Yeah. I mean, there's really not anybody not named Acuna. There's really not anybody not named Acuna that.
Yeah, I don't want to see Albies go though.
I think the real answer would be Albies. It would be Albies. It would be Rosario. It would be Albies, Rosario.
RCM too.
No, you would trade Vaughn Grissom.
I mean,
because you got to trade prospects. You got to trade prospects.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
but anyway,
yeah. Either way, speaking of a guy who basically
this is somebody that needs to have the Angel Samurai. Brady Ware of Division II, University of Indianapolis. I'm going to say the first player in the last 75 to 80 years to do this. I don't know. I'm taking a guess, but this is a feat that happened back in like 1929, 1915, 1937. He had a single, a double, a triple, and a home run hit for the cycle. In the same game, he also threw a no-hitter. We talked about a track star in Ohio that literally won the state championships by herself 3 episodes ago. This is definitely a hold my beer type thing. Like, I am the game. Matter of fact, I don't need y'all in the track team because I don't even need, he do a no-hitter. I don't need you out there at all. All you got to do is just sit down.
I generated all the offense, and I pitched through 7 innings. The rest of you chumps, is there anything you can do? This is quite the amazing feat. Also, why didn't y'all just start hitting him? It is baseball. It is
walking him.
No, you're going to get the base either way.
Yeah, but I mean, if you walk him, you don't give up 2 bases. Or 3 bases, or a home run. You probably start walking him after the home run. Look at that.
If you hit him, you still only give up 1 base.
That's what I'm saying. Hit him.
Or
walk him. Either one. Get him. They ain't got to pitch. Nah, I'm walking him because you ain't got to pitch. You ain't got to pitch no more. Ain't no pitch out.
I am hitting him. The least you already destroying my team. I am going to at least hit you. Yeah, without a doubt.
I'm not doing that, and especially with people, they must have won this game 1,000-0 because he's hitting and everybody's on base. Like it's a 3-run homer, not a 1-run homer, not solo, like a 3-run homer. It's like a bases clearing triple, right? It was 2 bases.
What was Nintendo 64 Sammy Sosa home run, whatever that was? You put that code in, hit the ball 1,000 yards every time. That's what this looks like.
MLB
day for them other kids.
The MLB game, get the Mariners.
Stay in the books. Let me tell you that much. Get them studies. You going pro with something else, my guy.
I wouldn't even want to play. As the coach, you do have to be mad though.
Oh, they don't. This is close to being a baseball club.
What they used to do in high school, our team, when they lost real bad, our coach used to make them run. They called it running the poles, foul pole to foul pole. And you had to run back and forth. And they would do like 50 laps. I mean, that's like 150 yards. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You crazy. They were in shape though.
No.
But, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the pregame of episode 98 of the Splash Cast, the Around the League edition, Monday Night Raw. We appreciate you tuning in.
What's wrong with Reggie? 80.
We appreciate y'all tuning in.
2 episodes away from patrinacy. We saw that on the internet too, y'all. It is
rough.
Daunting.
Although somebody said it did. Well, the guy is a professional alcoholic that drank it, so I'm not taking what he has to say.
That's the same dude who drinks Hennessy and chocolate milk. He said it was one. I said, bro, I got a double stomach, and I'm brave, but I'm not stupid.
Well, okay, I'm gonna say it.
That's it.
Black folks either grow in or grow out of lactose intolerance. You don't go your whole life, the majority that I know and I've read
That's
about.
not true.
You don't go your whole life.
Right here, I'm a survivor. 30, 36, I'll be 37 next Friday? Week. This Friday, Lord. Yeah, I'll be 37 this Friday, and I have been blessed enough to never.
You've never been lactose intolerant?
No.
You're one of the 1%. You're a 1%er.
They've been saying that, though. They've been saying that. I'm different.
Yeah, I mean, nope. It's your birthday week, and I'm not gonna take no shots. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all stay tuned, listening to the Splashcast 36 pack. We'll be right back. Appreciate y'all.